A pair of twin siblings went to the company to look for their dad. They said their father was the CEO of the company. Just as the receptionist felt confused, the CEO walked out of the elevator. The two kids immediately ran over and hugged the man's legs. They called him Dad happily. The man's assistant tried to drive them away. Because the man had no children at all, the little girl begged the man not to send them away in a hurry. Seeing how cute the little girl was, the man took them to his office. He told the kids that he was not their father, but the little girl said firmly that he was their dad. The man had to ask their names helplessly. He found out that they had the same last name as his ex-wife. The little boy said their mom was a famous designer, and the man's ex-wife was also a designer. The man immediately asked what their mother's name was. The little girl was about to answer, but she was stopped by the little boy. Then the little boy said his mother's stage name. Hearing the unfamiliar name, the man thought he had made a mistake, but he did not know that the children's mother was his ex-wife. 8 years ago, the man was forced to marry the woman by his grandfather's order. They agreed that their marriage would only last 3 years. However, when the woman signed the divorce agreement alone and left without saying goodbye, the man became extremely angry. He had already fallen in love with her during their 3-year marriage, but since then, he never found any trace of the woman again, and he had no idea that she had secretly given birth to a pair of twins. This time, the reason why the twins came to look for their father was to confirm whether he had started a new family. When they learned that the man was still single, they felt extremely happy. The man saw that it was getting late. He decided to send the children home. When he knocked on the door and heard the voice of the hostess inside, he found that her voice sounded very similar to his ex-wife's. But when the door opened, only a strange woman was standing in the room. The man mistook his ex-wife's friend for the children's mother. He handed the children over to her. Before leaving, the little girl hoped that the man could give her a contact way, so the man saved his own phone number on the little girl's smartwatch. The little girl gave him a goodnight kiss happily. At that moment, the man really wished the little girl was his daughter. On that day, the woman took the two children to go shopping. She planned to go to the restroom, so she handed the children over to her friend, but she ran into her ex-husband on the way. The man pulled her to the corner. He asked her where she had been all these years. The woman pushed him away angrily. She thought the man had no right to ask about her life. She wanted to leave, but she was pulled back by the man. At this time, the two kids were looking for their mom everywhere. Hearing the children's voices, the man was shocked. He questioned the woman when she had had the children.